How's it going, everybody? I'm going to be doing a drink review and a show and tell. I'm going to be showing some old pictures of myself, and there'll be other people and their family members and friends and stuff. But we had a bin, like a small bin of pictures. I remember from Mass People, we brought them down. I was looking through them. I'm like, I need to take some of these home, so I have some of these. But I'll get into that in a few minutes. The drink I'll be reviewing today is a C4 Strawberry Blast. I had thought this seemed familiar when I grabbed it, and it is a rebranding of the Starburst Strawberry, I believe. Whatever, I'll drink it again. Maybe it tastes different, or it's just a rebrand. But I will see. I don't know. It's probably been a couple of years since I had it. It smells alright. Yeah, I got a little bit of headache. I've been weeding out front the past 2 days. There's a bunch of gravel by the street. The people lived here before. You know, the big rocks where the water flows, and then there's like gravel. And weeds grow up in this like crazy. I finally got out there last 2 days for like I can't do it more than 2 hours in the beat. The sun is just beating down on you. But I'm, going day to day, and then I'm spraying some of the roots that don't come up and stuff, and the littler weeds with the Roundup. But I like to just pull them out so they're gone. This is good. It almost has a strawberry cream taste to it. It's good though. I would assume this is just straight same one. I don't know, as the strawberry Starburst, and they just rebranded it because they either lost the license or whatever the hell they were doing with the agreement, and they were just like, all right, we're gonna just call it Strawberry Blast. It's pretty good though. I don't want to give it last time, but it is nice. It's got like a creamish taste to it. I'd say it probably just is the Starburst. That kind of same flavor as an actual Starburst candy. I'd probably tested and certified for professional and collegiate athletes. But yeah, that's not bad. I'd go an 8 out of 10 on this one. It's nice. It tastes like this, a creamish taste. I don't know. What does this say? Not intended for anyone under 18. What are they putting in this shit? I remember drinking the double jolts back in the day, and God knows how much caffeine those had in them. It's the shit ingredients in here that are killing you. Not bad though. Going 8 out of 10. But now to show and tell, gum chewing. Show and tell. So I'm not using all the old pictures I grabbed. Some, such as these two from it's not March of 85, this would have been Christmas of 84. But these would have been developed probably in 85. But I had to show these because this is me at age, I would have been 5 at this time, but there's the old dry sink. I remember that chair too. When I used to see these pictures, like, don't open the Star Wars stuff. Tons of Star Wars stuff in there. That's the Ewok Village. But what else do we have in there? Got the Scout Walker. That's the ATST. I can't see the other stuff really. Oh, that's a whatever that. I don't know. These are Return of the Jedi ones. Whatever the thing is, they ride through the friggin' woods. I forget what they're friggin' called. I don't know if that other thing is a Star Wars thing. Why didn't someone say don't open it? What am I holding in my hand, actually? It almost looks like a blaster. I laugh at this one because I've told my fiance this story. I don't know if I ever mentioned on here, but I would have been, I think, 6 here. That's Teddy Ruxpin, but I laugh because I'm on a plane. That's my grandma. And you could tell even from my face, like, the first time I flew, I think I was puking on the plane, but I puked all over this Teddy Ruxpin on the ride back to this. We were going to Florida. On the way back to the house in Florida, I threw up all over this Teddy Ruxpin. Teddy Ruxpin, if you don't know what it is, if you're around my age or 10 years younger even, I don't know how long. If Teddy Ruxpin's even still around, I don't know. It could be. He's this bear, but you get tapes and put him in the back of him and he tell a story or whatever. But I thought that was funny. I'm like, oh look, there's the picture. There's Teddy Ruxpin I threw up on. This is just a picture of me when I was really young. I don't know how old. I don't know when this is from, but I would say I'm probably maybe 2 or 3 there, maybe 3. Back when I had hair. This probably is, I don't know if this is my birthday or Christmas, but that is my dad in the picture. My aunt is sitting on the chair, but that's me making a freaking weird face. I don't know. I always laugh because my dad looks like although I guess my dad obviously passed in 2020. I would talk about it in the video. But he was older anyway than the dude from Pawn Stars. The main guy, was his name Les. He looks like Les, or Les looks like my dad did. Like if you ever see that show. I mean, my dad here was, this is 83. It was developed in 83, so this could have been another Christmas, actually. So, yeah, that's weird. I would have been 4. No, I wouldn't even have been 4 yet. Man. That's the old house in Massapequa. You would have seen tons of videos in that house, but it didn't look like that. Here's another one. Somebody got their finger in the shot here on the frame or whatever. Look, it's me. That's me. Here's me again at, what is this? Old Stone Fort, 1772 Museum Historical Site. I don't know where this is, actually. On a cannon. I need to look this up real quick. Looks like a bit of a bowl cut. I want to see where this place is. Old Stone. There it is. No way, that is it, but old. Stone Fort Museum. This is in Scolari, New York. I would assume that's upstate. That does not sound like somewhere on Long Island. Let's see what it's close to. I do not remember this. This would have been a random trip we probably took. It is upstate somewhere, though. It's west of Albany, but it's like on pace with Albany, but to the west. I bet you we went there one of the times. Guaranteed. we went here when we went, because House Caverns is right there. We probably went to House Caverns that time too. I have pictures somewhere of me at House Caverns. And my fiance and I did go there back in like 2014 or 15. It's been a long time since I've been there. Just picture me in the pool in the backyard. There is a cat in that float too. I don't think the cat would end up in the water, but we used to have a pool in the backyard, and it made no sense. We took it down pretty quickly because we had like 8 trees in the backyard. This thing got like no sun. That's probably why I was just hanging out in this float and not actually going in the water. I might just put my G.I. Joes in the water and stuff like that. But yeah, I cannot remember that cat's name. Here's me in glasses. I don't know what would have been here. This might have been like maybe 7 or 8. I started wearing glasses. I wore glasses. I didn't need to wear them either. I remember the eye doctor's like, you got one great eye, so it doesn't matter. So he literally said, it's like, your eye's not going to strain and shit. It's all a myth. I don't know. Check out that nice high definition television there. It's 4K, I believe, that television. Birthday party, that's the living room in Massapequa. Looks different. I'm not going to say all these people's names. I am still friends with one. A lot of times when you're younger, you know kids in elementary school briefly, and then you kind of go your separate ways, and you stay friends with the people you just end up staying friends with. I'm not going to say names, but there is a person in this picture that was in the band. I don't know if this band's still around. I also knew him in high school, too. He had moved. He went to the same elementary school, then he moved and went to a different one. Then I still knew him again. Didn't hang out with him a ton, but, you'd be going and hanging out in the field and stuff. He'd be there. But he was in the band From Autumn to Ashes for a little bit. I don't know. I don't really listen to their music. I think there's another picture. I should have grabbed it. That has everybody who's at the party. Look, it's Transformers stuff there, too. Let me see, where is... I don't know. Here's a photo from Christmas. There's a picture with one of my cousins from back in the day. I think that would have been Disney World. She's a year older. I talk to her a little bit on Facebook still, but I am not close with my cousins anymore. All the cousins used to go down to Florida, the family together back in the day. Probably was close with them till I was about like 12 or 13, and then I was still close with a few other ones. And then one had died in 2011. And now everybody's kind of spread across the country. Texas, Virginia, Arizona, Georgia, I believe. That's my dad, my mom, my grandma, not my mom. My grandma, my dad, and me. So this has been before my mom and dad got divorced. This might be, it could be 88, it's probably like 87. I don't know where this is. It looks like stands, but I don't know where. They are both gone. I would have, like I said, my grandma died in 2017, my dad in 2020, so she was the only grandparent I knew. Her husband, my mom's dad, mom and uncle's dad, died when they were super young. I don't know if I ever talked about this, but he was in the army. He was in World War II, and then he came home. He was like an engineer for the planes. And he was on a plane, and it crashed into the East River in Manhattan. He died. And they stopped the search, and my grandma, hired private investigators and stuff, spent a ton of money, and they were able to recover his body. I didn't know him. My dad is, or was, 16 years older than my mom, so his mother was dead before I was born, and his father died 3 weeks after I was born. There's another one with same cousin from before, and her brother in the middle. That's me. I'm pretty sure this is Boardwalk and Baseball that used to be in Hayden City in Florida. Has not been there for years. I think it's like a Target, Best Buy, shopping center movie there now. The Kansas City Royals used to do spring training there, I believe. Back in like the 80s, maybe early 90s, late 80s. But yeah. It kind of sucks losing track, you know, cousins and stuff. I have one. Let me find it. Here's some cats. That's Allie, Chuck, and Katie. These were 3 of the cats with Cleo that were left in our driveway in a box with a note that said, "We know you'll take care of them," because we were known to have cats. And the people that apparently took them, we knew they lived across the street and they were like animal activists. The story goes that they grabbed them from a fucking place that was testing on animals. Is that true? I don't know. But they were left in our fucking driveway with a note, so... Cleo was not in that picture. We thought Cleo was their mother. No, she's the whale on him. She lived till 22. I'm trying to find... Oh, there's the other. That's the birthday one with everybody. That's my aunt's horse in the background. Her first horse, and that horse gave birth. Then she had that horse. Now they have another horse, her and my mom. What was I looking for? Fuck. I need to find this. Oh, I know what I'm looking for. That's from a school play. First grade, I believe. It was like Numbers. That's me in the giant blue box. I have the videotape of that still. And it's like all the kids from first grade doing little things. You were grouped up with people and you did stuff. I still have that full tape. Cassette tape. Where the funk is... Come on, where is it? Why can't I find it? There's a couple of the cats. That's Dina and Mitzi. They were the siblings as well. They had the thumb, whatever they call it. The thumb. I forget what they call that. The old house in Massapequa. That was probably from the... That could have been like 1990 maybe. The house did not look like that at the end. Oh, here we go. This is my dad. These are my half-siblings. 3 of them. I don't know who the other person is. That's my dad holding me when I was a baby. And I'm pretty sure the one right next to me is my oldest sister. And my other sister is on the white. Is in the yellow. And my brother is one of the 2 people, I'm pretty sure. There. It's hard to tell though. It kind of doesn't look like him though. Here's one. This is the cousin that passed. You're not really going to see him. That's me at age 14. That's a wedding. This is me here, as you can tell. That was someone's wedding. I don't know whose. And the last one here is... Everybody's gone in this picture. Well, I don't know about the people in the background. Except me and my mom. This is my mom when she would have been, I guess, sworn in being a cop. So this is 84. So I would have been 5 at this point. My dad there, my grandma, 2 of my aunts behind my mom. Oh, boom, 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 all gone. Only 2 remain. I don't even remember this picture, to be honest with you. But yeah, just a show and tell of old pictures of me, some family members and friends. Like I said, I don't want to give out names and stuff. Oh, I guess I could have just said first names. It wouldn't matter. And show and tell that I'm showing 8 out of 10 on this Strawberry Blast, which is just a rebrand of with minus the Starburst title. us out and have a good day.